The game of basketball is always a little bit more interesting when both teams could really use a win. And that's the vibe tonight in South Bend, Indiana. And Boston College beats Notre Dame on the ACC Network. We're underway from South Bend. Cassandre Prosper got it back, nearly stripped away, but she scores.
Over 180% from last year, really impressive.
See the Boston College starters as Hannah Hidalgo comes up with a takeaway and scores on the other side. Fast start for Notre Dame. The other quarter went to the different team. BC was great in the first and third, but Pitt really hurt them in the second and fourth. Time winding down. The three from Rolfe is pure.
It looked like it was going to be an easy two for Boston College, but Malaya Coles was able to get back in time, play some good defense, and get the stop.
Cassandre Prosper can step out and shoot the three, and she's got her first of the night. Notre Dame gave up 26 in its first quarter in the Sunday loss at Duke. Probably pretty tired from the overtime loss previous game against Georgia Tech. Malaya Coles goes to work.
Just under 13 points a game over the last 5.
Boston College has to trigger quickly, and Jocelyn Greer, the freshman, right off the bench, delivers. Hannah Moore into Prosper. And Sanchez, Vanessa de Jesus open in the corner. The three's long. Prosper gobbles up the offensive rebound. She's everywhere tonight. Moore with some space. Hidalgo created it, and Ayanna Moore cashes in for three. And Boston College's last game scored all 12 of her points in the second half. As Gisela Sanchez leaves the turnaround short. Cassandre Prosper. What a first quarter. Another Irish steal. And part of the game's been evident so far as Moore steps into the three and hits it. Big momentum bucket right before the end of the first quarter for Ayanna Moore. So before the second quarter begins, it'll be Ayanna Moore. She's got a major amount of range, and there you go! Ayanna Moore with back-to-back triples at the end of the first quarter.
You give her any bit of space, she's going to make you pay from the logo. What a way to end the quarter.
Pressing Prosper up top. Now it's Moore again. That one just about dropped down. De Jesus flies in for the board and sets up Coles. What a job by the guard coming in. Coles tries again and spins it home for two. Making that too strong off the window. And Hidalgo pushes the other way. So quick to the bucket, and there's a foul as well.
Floor, and even when she takes a bump, doesn't bother her too much. She's able to finish.
Boston College still in that zone. Coles has been the zone beater so far, and that continues.
Yeah, and nice to see for Malaya Coles. Already 9 points. She's perfect from the floor.
4 for 4. Anderson collects the loose ball. Out for three. She's excellent from out there. And there's a triple for number one. And now the redshirt senior season at Boston College. Quick ball movement. Prosper to Coles. Those two have been money on the inside.
From Malaya Coles. Really nice pass from De Jesus. Moore and then Prosper. That is exactly how you draw it up.
70% from the field. Boston College 24% as Anderson makes her move and spins it home lefty style.
Oh, there you see the talent and the ability there.
Six to go for Carmody, and she works on Prosper and banks it home for two. Hout off the screen, had it blocked by Sanchez, clean play, and Hidalgo takes over for the Irish. Hidalgo, acceleration, finish not there. Quieter offensive start for her after she really picked it up post-halftime against Duke. Cross-court find for Moore, and another three-pointer for Ayanna Moore. Very well, giving up fewer points in the entire first half tonight than they did in the first quarter on Sunday. Here's a takeaway for Tomlinson, and the pull-up is true. They go to her once more. Hidalgo's always a solid option, too. Hidalgo goes pretty early, and it works out just fine. Let's see what Boston College can do with the first possession of the second half. Right now it's a size mismatch. Carmody on Hidalgo, and Carmody wins with ease. All for Boston College. Hout lets loose the three, and there's another one.
That's exactly what they need to do offensively.
5 points in the first 40 seconds for Boston College. Hidalgo can't answer, but there's Malaya Coles through some contact.
A three-point play. Here's another look at it. Watch how Cole, she sets herself up well, knows exactly where that ball is going to go. Rolf wraps.
Back to McGee, pass to Hidalgo. Strong, another offensive rebound, and this time a putback for Carmody, who's playing some inspired basketball. But she had to double clutch as Boston College raced back defensively. Now Carmody ahead of the pack, and she waited out the great shot blocker Prosper and forces a Neil Ivy timeout. This team doesn't wear her out, unlike some of the other things do. They bring the energy every single day, and they're doing it to start the second half. But Coles continues to have an answer for Notre Dame.
Shot clock winds down. BC definitely liked that look from Rolf.
Vanessa De Jesus open on Hidalgo setup. Perfect three-pointer. Boston College back to work with 5. As Anderson spins at the free throw line. Rolf tries again from the outside.
And that's unfortunate for her being a little bit inside her typical range, but you'll take that bucket. Open look for Rolf.
De Jesus gets the home court bounce. And she's the first Eagle into double figures. Hidalgo slips, still found Prosper at the last moment. Boston College closed within 18 at one point in the early moments of the second half. But it's been all Notre Dame since. Prosper downhill, basket and foul.
Nice mismatch. She catches in the high post, able to use this spin move, takes the bump, really kind of.
The shade of green I used to highlight my notes earlier in the meeting room.
I'm a little surprised to see the green going out against Notre Dame, right? With the rivalry going on.
Now Gisela Sanchez. Those are the first points of the night for Gisela Sanchez. As Boston College feeds Carmody on the inside, and she's got a team high 12 now. Greer had it stripped, and it becomes a pass for Ava McGee. Hidalgo talking things over. One of the assistants, Sherelle Allen, as the Eagles score out of the restart with Greer once again. Under 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Working on Kelly Radigan, scoring with a foul. What a third quarter it's been for Jocelyn Greer, the freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Good job being aggressive here. Gets a little help from a screen, but then she's able to beat Kelly Radigan.
And she's second among the Eagles with 9 points here tonight. Ayana Moore given too much space, and she hits another three. Hidalgo going around the world. Somehow finds a lane and scores. Boston College looking to make some things happen in the fourth quarter, but De Jesus has another takeaway. And all the way down the lane she goes for another two. Hidalgo sees a lane, too easy, too easy.
Well, I think Hannah Hidalgo headed in this fourth quarter said, I've only got 10, it's time to get me some. Hard.
Turnaround for Greer. Doesn't fall, and Prosper rebounds. For Notre Dame, there's the double-double for Cassandre Prosper. And a bucket on the other end. What a night she's having in a terrific, terrific senior year. And Hannah Hidalgo, speaking of terrific, it's all Notre Dame here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Hannah Hidalgo, you know, Notre Dame's got a big lead, but she never takes her foot off the gas. And of course, another steal there leading to the easy two.
Pulls underneath. Tough catch. Clean finish. It's helped Notre Dame gain an advantage here tonight. Midway through the fourth quarter as Tomlinson releases and hits the three. Matched up against Moore. As Greer has it with 5 to shoot. She's been the go-to option as of late, and that's why.
That mid-range jumper has shown up nicely for Greer.
She's got the team lead with 14 points as Prosper offensively rebounds again and scores. Well, she's running the point, finding Smith in the corner. Sanchez, turnaround jump shot, got it. Smith with a steal. What can she turn it into? Almost overran the basketball, but keeps her composure and finds Prosper. Tough turn on the catch. She's just indefensible tonight.
have created their own podcast or making content on social media. I think that's one of the great benefits.
It's the Competitive Her podcast. Give it a listen. As Greer can't finish off the three-point play. Boston College still has it, though, and Greer instead comes up with 4. So looking ahead with the Irish, you have to really like what you've seen as far as secondary scoring, interior play goes. Coach Ivey wanted toughness, rebounding, and defense, and it certainly has been there in bunches this evening as Sanchez scores.
Yeah, they've shown that tonight, out-rebounding Boston College 37-18.
Jordan Smith won't put up a shot. And with 0.8 of a second to go, the Irish will put the finishing touches on this one, a game that they led for all but 11 seconds. Notre Dame 94, Boston College 60, and Notre Dame has its first win of the new year.
Very efficient performance from this Notre Dame team, and as we talked about, Tyler, great to see the secondary scoring step up. Cassandre Prosper with 27, Malaya Coles with 20, Ayanna Moore with 16, Hannah Hidalgo still finishes with 16, 5, and 6 steals. So an impressive performance from her, but really up and down this Notre Dame roster, just the kind of game that they needed heading into Sunday.
Fighting Irish improved to 11-4. They go to 3-2 in the ACC ahead of a really important stretch. North Carolina is here on Sunday, then Louisville, and then the trip out to number 1 UConn. Boston College drops to 4-14. The Eagles are 0-4 in ACC play. Notre Dame 94-60 on this Thursday night from South Bend as the Irish win their first game of 2026.